From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here. Tommy Max, of course, at my bar where everybody's welcome to have a seat, grab a beverage, and get a chance to tell us what they're doing out there. It is the B Teal segment brought to our good friends at Mortgage Now Loans. Marshaun Jackson is here. He's brought a guest in the fitness industry. We're also going to get into some digital labeling. And Coach Campo is here because he just loves hanging out. And we love him being here. So he's sticking around. Let's welcome in the panel. David Dunagan's up first from Cardia
Yes,
Fitness.
Sir.
Welcome,
Yes,
David.
sir.
Good
Thank
to see
you,
you again.
Good to see you,
We
man.
met. We finally figured out how we met through Kyle Brady and whatnot. I know
Yep.
he's one of your clients down there in Jack's Beach. Tell us
Yes,
about
sir.
the fitness studio you got going on.
Cardia Fitness, we're coming up on 3 years
Cool.
of small business, locally owned. We are a functional high-interval fitness studio.
Yep.
That we just try to create and promote an environment that's encouraging and supportive, and really just trying to meet people no matter what their skill level is. Meet them where they are, and so it's a faith-based gym. So that's where we really just have the foundation of who we are, and coming up on 3 years.
You guys do, because my daughter gets her haircut done, I think next door, or close. And Kyle was in there one time. I heard you.
You heard the music thumping. Okay, you heard the
cadence. It was good. It was good. But is it like you do a little cardio, then lift, cardio, lift?
Great
Is
question.
that part of it?
Great question. So we actually spell cardio with a K. Okay,
Right.
so C's don't really do much in our vocabulary, so we replace everything with a C with a K. And so there's a lot of different ways. The most important muscle that you have in your body is your heart. And so we aim to be able to promote a healthy heart while building the skeletal muscle system. And so there's a variety of different ways to do that. So we are not a running studio. We live in one of the greatest cities in America, beautiful weather. So if you want to just run, go run outside and just enjoy the fresh air and the beach. So we just try to create that environment that can build strength, work the most important muscle, the heart in the body, and then be able to provide a very, very good environment.
I tell you, as you get older, no matter how much you work out, man, I think about the heart a lot. You know? You got to keep that healthy, no doubt. Marshaun, how you doing?
Well, doing well.
Welcome back. You got to date that Ray, buddy. Are you dating the Ray today?
Dating the Ray area now.
There you go.
That's
There you go.
the best advice.
Anything new out there you can tell us in the mortgage
Well,
world?
Feds dropped a quarter.
I saw that.
So that
Are you
helped
surprised
out.
by that?
No.
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 Good. Knew it was coming.
I think that it's going to continue to come
Yep.
at a slow pace.
Yeah.
Not quite as drastic as they raised them, but, kind of as we see how inflation works.
Absolutely.
With the new administration.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, we're joking about it, but you're like, look, man, this is going to be your rate, and fall in love with it, and then we'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it out
You
later.
know,
Yes,
just
sir.
get the house you want. That's
Get
what
the
you
house
want.
and we can always refinance
Yeah.
it to a lower rate.
Yeah, good. Good stuff, man. I wish our Jack should figure something out. Unbelievable. Well, I don't want to deter our conversation here because it makes everybody upset, but they do. Chip Hughes is here from labelsds.com. Hey, Chip.
How you doing?
How you doing? We love entrepreneurs, don't we, Coach?
Absolutely.
Yeah, good to
Absolutely.
see you again, too, my man.
Yeah,
Welcome
hey,
back.
thanks, Tom.
Tell us about your company, what you doing.
So we maintain regulatory documents for companies like pest control companies, lawn and ornamental companies. We operate in all 50 states up in Canada.
Cool.
Expanding into new markets, swimming pool maintenance, municipalities handling all their regulatory documents like safety data sheets and chemical labels.
Wow.
And things like that. So my background's pest control.
Yeah.
I used to own a company.
Yeah.
Just kind of saw the need and developed this company about 4 years ago. And
wow. How many employees do you have?
so we're a fully automated digital company. So we do everything we do with just 4 employees.
Wow.
Yeah, we have over 100,000 users
Wow.
throughout the United States and Canada.
Wow. What's the favorite part of what you do?
The favorite part is just continually to develop new ways to do things. So we don't sit back on what we've done. We're always trying to figure out new ways to do things, new ways to improve. So one of the new things that we just implemented, we're actually researching right now, is implementing AI into helping us disseminate information. So that's going to save probably 80% of our workload.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just downloaded ChatGPT. I
there
haven't
you
opened
go.
it yet.
Yeah,
I
be careful.
haven't. No, I know. But I'm so interested to get into it, especially from a marketing standpoint. Like, I just want to see what it'll do. Because I got all these different shows, and I promote them all, and I do all this stuff. I sell them and do all that kind of stuff. But I want to see what they can do. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, and while we're implementing AI, you can't depend on it. So in the beginning, we have to still fact check everything because we found that it's not 100% accurate.
No, right.
Not yet.
So when you come up with new ideas, and this goes from, do you think tank, or how do you come up with your new ideas? You sit in a room and kind of brainstorm on stuff, take time to do that? How do you figure that out?
So like our new ideas within this venture here, we're mainly communicating with our clientele, prospective clientele, and they're telling us what they would like to see. We take a look at it, and if it seems like it'll benefit the entire community of our people, we'll go ahead and start to take a look into implementing those types of things.
Coach, how about you guys when you're talking about game plan during the week? Is it a collective? I mean, you have final say, I would imagine, being the head coach, but I mean, you want ideas from everybody, right?
The perfect example for me is we had a guy who is now back with the Cowboys, Mike Zimmer.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Zimmer was, I brought him into the league.
Okay.
For half of the time we were in meetings, I hated him. Because he knew everything about everything.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, really?
And he was not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
But the thing I loved about him was that he had good ideas and he wasn't a yes man.
Right.
Now, eventually, I had to say, Mike, okay, that's great. Because he alienated a lot of the other coaches, He's coaching their positions, right?
Right.
So finally, I'd have to say, Mike, look, here's what we're doing.
Yep.
And that was it, because he was loyal. So you're always, that type of a thing is out there. And it was interesting what Chip just said. You had Murphy on your show.
Daniel Murphy, yeah.
Daniel Murphy.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And I'm friends with Aaron Boone. Some people say that's good or bad. I'm not sure which yet. But talking about the techniques that they do now, like a hitter, what he's looking at and all those things, it's just what Chip is talking about, finding new ways to get the job done.
Yep.
And that's coaching is the same way, and playing is the same way.
Studying tendencies was huge.
Right, exactly.
Marshaun, how about you guys? Whether it's a marketing meeting, what do you guys do? Go to the local Tommy Mack's bar and
We go to Tommy Mack's,
have a few pops and figure it out, right? I mean, what better way to do it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
No, for me, it's a bottom-up approach. I want to hear from the people that are on the ground floor. What's the nut and bolts of what's going on, and how do we fix it?
Yep.
When it gets to me, I'm the problem solver at that point.
You're the
in time.
solution man.
There you go.
We listen to the complaints and let's put this in motion so we all can have a good time.
Being a good listener is
Yes,
the key.
that's
No
that
doubt.
sales is 80% listening.
David, I can imagine your line of work the same, right? You got to listen to your clients, listen to them.
Very similar. Very similar. I think my biggest takeaway, though, in being able to create and develop something new is two things: not being afraid to try it.
Right.
So many people want to be able to, cancel something out.
Overanalyze it.
Over that, and just and try not to be able to do it, and talk yourself out of it. And the second thing is that nobody is too inexperienced to be able to give the feedback.
Yeah.
Right. True.
And I had a little 9-year-old girl in our class one time. She works out with her mom. We encourage that tremendously, mother-daughter, father-son type of stuff.
Yep.
And she claimed an exercise, and my daughter Sloanie, she claimed an exercise one time, and then we implemented it, and adults can't stand it because it's so hard. I mean, and they're like, "This is the worst exercise ever." Like, why did you think of this? And I'm like, "I'm sorry, but I didn't." That was Sloan. I mean, not being afraid to try something new in the fitness industry, that's a big one.
Trust in your gut too, God gave you some abilities, man. You got to trust them sometimes. Just go for it.
Intuition, man, it's huge. And I just think not being afraid of failure.
So I was innovative in the swimming pool once, Coach.
What did you do?
Well,
Every great story starts when I was innovative in a swimming
I
pool.
thought swimming was boring. It was just too boring for unless I did sprints in my pool.
Right.
When we used to have a pool at our old house. So I came up with this stroke called the polar bear. And if you ever watch a polar bear swim, his head's above water, and he kicks.
That's fitting.
And you can have resistance if you close your fingers.
Yep.
You can have less resistance, and it crushes your upper body.
That's great,
You get out of the
That's
pool,
great.
you're just
Very
like
good.
all jacked up, and you're tired.
Yeah.
But you don't have to put your head under.
Yeah.
It's easy to breathe. Go as fast as you want. Yeah.
You probably got a good pump out of it,
totally.
walk outside and they're like, you just worked out. No, I just polar bears.
Polar bears.
That's it.
And the pool's great because I can sit on the side with halfway in the water and I can do like 300 dips.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. That
Feel
counts.
great.
That
You're like,
counts.
man,
That
this-
counts.
Whatever. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate
Yeah, you
it.
got it.
Another great segment here on this show, man. We always have a bunch of laughs learning about what you're doing out there. So make sure you get signed up and have a seat at this bar. Check out their profiles, this conversation, so many others at dailynewsnetwork.com website. Till next time, stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on the Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
Cheers.
Even though we do have two different liquors, it's still one name. It's Yolo Rum, and at the end of the day, it's how you feel. And Yolo Rum, you only live once, and that's more prevalent. That's becoming more prevalent as far as the attitude and the mindset with how people live their lives. And it's not about how it used to be as far as people doing dumb stuff out here. It's more of they're understanding the value of their life. And if we can bring that presence of the meaning behind life and what it means to fulfill whatever you need to fulfill in your life that makes you feel enjoyable about what you're doing, that's what YOLO will bring out as well.